Hello and welcome to my presentation. My name is Benjamin Maves and I'm part of the Sun Group at the National Superconducting Cyclotron Lab here at Michigan State. Today I will be presenting on my research looking at the neutron capture rates for R process reactions. The R process is short for the rapid neutron capture process. This process accounts for roughly 50% of the creation of all elements heavier than iron. Because of its contribution to such a large portion of universal elements, understanding of the R process and its characteristics is of utmost importance to nuclear astrophysicists. Unfortunately, knowledge of neutron capture rates is difficult to calculate experimentally, particularly for neutron-rich nuclei, as most participatory nuclei are not currently available experimentally. Thus, in order to calculate these neutron capture rates, we must create an indirect experimental technique. In this study, we use the novel shape method to create a gamma strength function for each of our tested reactions. The gamma strength function is proportional to the neutron capture rate. Whereas other techniques, such as the Oslo method, require reactions level density, the shape method only requires excitation energy levels to create a gamma strength function. The data collected for this experiment was done at the FN Tandem Accelerator of the University of Notre Dame. Excitation energies were detected using the Summing Sodium Iodide Detector, or SUN, a cylindrical sodium iodide scintillator with a height and diameter of 16 inches and a borehole along its axis. The detector is made up of 6 different segments, each with 4 PMTs, and is seen in Figure A. In the experiment, both proton gamma and alpha gamma reactions were run for isotopes in the mass region of 56 to 92. For the proton gamma reactions, the isotopically enriched targets were mounted within the detector, and a proton beam was sent in to react with the targets. Each run used a different beam energy between 2 and 6 MeV, increasing by an increment of a half MeV each run. The alpha gamma reaction used a beam of 5.5 to 9.5 MeV. When the beam was sent, the target nucleus captures the beam particles and emits gamma rays. The capture of the particles by the target nucleus is measured by summing the gamma rays emitted during the de-excitation of the produced nucleus. By plotting the sum of the gain-matched and calibrated de-excitation energies from the whole detector against the sum from just one of the middle segments and gating the sum peaks, we created the 2D matrix seen in Figure B. This 2D matrix allows us to identify each of the excitation energy levels by comparing them to known data. The levels show up as diagonal lines on the matrix. Using the root program ShapeIt allows us to project this matrix along the diagonal to create the graph seen in Figure 3, with easily identifiable levels seen as the peaks. Again, using known excitation levels and their characteristics, we chose 2 such levels with identical spins. Having levels with the same spins means that the only variable changing between levels is the excitation energies. After isolating 2 such levels and subtracting the background, ShapeIt is able to produce a gamma strength function. Thus far, we have created a gamma strength function for 11 different reactions. Although more calculations must be done to create an accurate gamma strength function, the shape and orientations of the preliminary functions seem promising. The preliminary gamma strength functions for germanium-74 is seen in Figure D. After finalizing our gamma strength functions, we will compare our results to other experimental results as well as theoretical models. If accurate, this research will help us learn much more about the R process and the production of many heavy elements. Thank you for coming to my presentation.